What's good, Pippin family? AlliTrades here, and today I'm going to be showing you how I caught this absolutely insane GBP CHF sell that passed our FTMO challenges in literally just one trade and ran an absolutely insane 1 to 15 risk to reward ratio. So let's get right into this. Alright guys, so for starters, when I looked at the charts, we were over here, right? It was about 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I was just trying to find one of the GBP pairs with a nice supply zone. Now, why was I doing that? Because when I was on Forex Factory, I saw that on Tuesday, we had GDP come out at a negative 0.3%, right? So their economy was getting worse, which is good news, which means a bearish currency. So then I saw what was upcoming for us to trade, right? Previously, on GBP CPI, we were at 4.6%, and we were expected to come out at 4.3%. And I also saw that, the economy is still shrinking. And I also looked at the recent data. So before that, forecast was 4.7, and the one before that was 6.7. We came out at 4.6. So their economy has been dropping at a very nice pace since November. And then when I went back to the charts, I saw GBP CHF had this very nice supply on the hour. I tried to cross-reference it with the 4 hour. It looked like we had no order blocks or no fair value gaps to fill in over here. So this was another good sign to me. And when I looked at price over here, I just started seeing how we had this order block completely break structure down, and then this one get respected and kind of retest here, also accumulating a ton of liquidity right before we entered it again. So I then went down to my minute one time frame, and it was just about here. As you guys can see, I saw price build up, sweep this liquidity here, and then just simply break down. So at this point, I entered a sell right about here, and you guys can see I just tucked my stops right above that supply zone right here just to be safe. So using all of these factors together with the news bias that I had, I just simply patiently waited, and as you guys can see, once the news, or before the news came out, price was just stuck in this area right here. It was doing its thing, and then right before it comes out, we get this nice little drop, which again to me was a really good sign. The markets are pricing in that we're going to sell off. And then the news comes out and we just get an absolute ripper candle. And just with these two candles here, I finished my challenge. So I literally called in the signal room like, hey guys, close here. And then you guys can see price just kept dumping and dumping and dumping. And then overall for the trade, once we hit 1 to 15, I was like, guys, this is an insane risk to reward. Everybody closed out the trade, and I called an early close right there. But even if you guys wanted to scale in, I just want to show you guys how effective that box method that I pointed out in the last trade breakdown works. So if you were to wait for our first area of some sort of consolidation, which you could have seen as this coming to pull back up, and then we broke under, so you could have marked up this whole zone if you wanted, and once we broke under, you could have covered the previous high. So on a more aggressive entry, you could have tried to cover this right here for a 5 pip stop loss. Or if you wanted to be more conservative, you could have covered that previous pullback that it made, like the full move, and then tried to target some lows over here. To me, I didn't take the scale in because even taking a 1 to 3, it just wasn't worth it to me. Or a 1 to 4 essentially. But you guys can see price did continue to move at a very nice pace, and even if you watch, it does drop pretty nicely. You would have been stopped out if you didn't close out at that exact mark, or at least go stops to break even. Because once I'm in something like this, once we create this type of shape where, right, so we entered off of the break here, the new low, and we covered the previous high over here. So once we create a new low and then another one, I'm at that point just going stops to break even. So you guys can see here we had this, a pullback, this, a pullback. So at that point my stops would have been at break even. And I'm not showing this to be like, hey guys, I caught this one. I'm just simply showing it so you guys can learn and use this to your strategy, because other times I would be taking an entry just like this. And I hope you guys enjoyed. As you guys know, we have the free course, the free Discord, and we also have the paid signal room, which I'm passing funding challenges by only using my signals. Stay tuned for phase 2. Stay tuned for what we have coming up. I love all of you guys, and let's continue to kill it. See you guys in the next video. Peace out.